What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Heroic Expedition, and today we are going over the brand new event, and we're gonna test out the brand new whatchamacallit, the brand new ore coming to the game, the Void Counter. Now, if for some reason you did miss out on the Twilight Nightmare ore, you can still pick it up. It's a very good offensive ore to have, but this new one I feel like is going to be an extremely good one for your slot 1 tank. So essentially this Void Counter ore has speed and HP rolled on it for basic attributes. HP is good because, of course, I mean, you're going to be putting it on the really not even slot 1 tank, but based on the fight, whoever's getting hit the most. So when attacked, there is an 8% chance to stun the attacker for 1 round. Of course, when it gets up to 10, is going to counter, or it's going to have a 2% higher chance. And then, of course, when it gets to 15, it's going to have a 12% chance. So we're going to exchange, grab one out because we already have the other one on this account, and we need to try it out. So you can pretty much get this 100% free to play. Make sure you're logging in every single day for the entire week that the Cloudtop sign-in is here. You'll get 750 of them for 7 days, which is really good. And then, of course, you'll be getting them daily from your loot chest here. I think I had like 750 of them chilling there in the bag. So if you're doing it every day, you should be able to grab one of them for free, no problem. Now we got to decide who we're going to put it on, because we're kind of stuck in our chapter system right now. I'm just going to grab a couple things out so they don't sit here and rot for me. All right, there we go. We're going to save up summons on this account too, but mainly we got to decide who to put it on. Normally, Sylvia is my slot 1 tank that I put with block fortitude. Of course, that extra block synergizes with her so much because she does those counterattacks and everything. Usually pretty solid. Margaret is another good substitute that I put in the lineup. Now, I wish I could get this to level 20. We'll get it there soon. But I'm kind of thinking that a lot of times I put Margaret in slot 1. It's actually pretty good, because a lot of times she kind of heals herself back up. This isn't really the greatest defensive artifact. It's good offensive, but I want to use this right here, and I want to see how far we can enhance this. I'm not sure what level we can get it to. Ooh, yeah, be right back. Okay, did some dailies, things like that. We got a lot of it taken care of, so we can level it a little bit further. Not a ton more, but a little bit more. At least up to 10, I'm hoping. We got about 400. That's probably not enough, is it? No, it's not. We're going to get it to 9, and then we're going to be so close. We're even missing out on the Shadow class, which is a tough one because we always want to upgrade our Undying one so much. And this is going to be tough because the Undying one's so amazing on Sylvia. But now this one we're going to want for Margaret as well. We're going to see how this works out. Margaret's pretty much leveled up. Of course, I got to enhance this just a little bit more to get it to level 20. Okay, let's give it a try and see how it actually works out in combat. So again, we are stuck on 3-20 here. That's definitely not the order I want. I actually want to go back to putting Margaret in the back right corner. Although she might die a little too fast, let's take a look and see how it works out. Because if there's a chance to stun, and I don't know if it works on a boss either. She takes such a big hit. But she should heal back up to full here. So maybe there's a chance. Maybe we should put her back in the front row, actually. Because there's a lot of AoE hits. I don't know if AoE actually procs it or not. Matthew not going. Yeah, so far that didn't work out too good. I feel like putting it on someone like Sylvia for this test might be the better option here. So let's actually jump back out. We'll throw the offensive one back onto you for the time being. And then let's give her this. Let's try that out right there. Let's see how this actually ends up working. I am going to put you back in the back row here to be fodder, essentially, to get hit. Let's see how this works out, because Sylvia should get hit quite a bit here. I mean, no CC off of those hits just yet. And of course, she's not blocking as much now because she doesn't have the other one. And yeah, I mean, that didn't really proc anything, because most of Sylvia's survivability is also going to come from her blocking. So I don't think you want to put it on a hero like Sylvia. I mean, maybe you put it on someone like Alex, who can take a few hits for you. Granted, we don't have a maxed out Alex to actually test with mean, I haven't seen a stun just yet. We could try in some PvP fights. Maybe in PvP it'll be a better situation. Not sure about this. Then again, this is kind of a bad fight to throw it up against. Let's go back. Let's change her back over to the Undying, because her with the Undying is just so good. We could leave the offensive one on Margaret. What if we do it on Alex? Because Alex just has like the purified debuff removal. Maybe this is better because it's still giving him HP. It'll give him some speed too so that he can go faster. We don't have much as far as upgrades on him, I don't think. That's one thing we are far behind on, is upgrading our gear. Right now, I think we're mainly working on Matthew, getting his leveled up. We're not really caring about that. Let's check out some PvP fights then, because maybe that will make a difference. Jack will go up against you. We have a very similar... What is this lineup? Man, it's been forever since I played it on PC, as you guys can tell by the lineups here. We're going to go with something like this. And let's see how combat actually plays out. If the stun even happens or anything. And granted, they also have to hit the back row. Well, I haven't seen any just yet, have you? Actually, I didn't see any at all. But Sylvia is going to carry us because of that ore she has on her. So is it really necessary to get something like this? I don't know. It probably depends really on what hero you're equipping it on. We'll go against Zombie because they have a much stronger team. Leveled up heroes and everything. They're much closer to our power level. Let's go down to ×2 to watch the combat here as well. Now, granted, we might want to put Alex in the front row just because he's not getting hit all that often in the back. And maybe in PvP, we want to run it on Margaret. Although Margaret does so much damage as she loses health. Because look at all those dots coming out from Margaret. Granted, she would be tankier, but it wouldn't be dealing as much damage. Yeah, Alex just isn't really getting hit. Let's try it out on Margaret, because if you could CC a ton, that would be awesome. Now, the one thing I'm really thinking would be cool is, of course, throwing it on someone like Sarah, who already does a ridiculous amount of CC. That would be pretty cool. Let's replace yours with that. What do you have now? Offensive? Nah, we'll put that back on him for the time being. Let's go back into the manor. Let's go back into some PvP. Find people that are very close in power level. No, we're going to leave Margaret front row. We put the new ore on her. It could be more of like a PvP ore. Not really sure just yet. There goes one stun out there. He purified the stun. You know, in PvP, it might be a really strong ore to use. Oh, that was a lot of damage coming out. Twine's coming out too. Because, I mean, CC kind of rules it all. Chen is in the back there, just still CC'd, so that is a nice bonus for us. Matthew just doesn't seem to get any healing off in any of our fights. It's such a struggle. But Sylvia, this is why Sylvia can't use the new ore, because she just heals so much. And she's like unkillable even in PvP here with the right setups. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if we're going to win this one. It's going to come down to probably to Sylvia versus Sylvia is what I'm thinking. Although August is giving that spreading out. Oh, this is close. That Holy Shield is increasing the armor too. I mean, it's going to come down to Sylvia versus Sylvia here. Eventually. But we might die before then is the problem. Because if we're not getting counterattacks, that's bad. We almost want more enemies alive because that gives us more healing chances. I think we just lose. Yeah, we end up losing this one, sadly. But is the stunning really doing much? I guess maybe if you have like a super tanky hero that you want to run it on. I mean, maybe dropping the Alex and running something like Hercules with it might be something really cool. That way he has a silence on his active ability. It doesn't seem like a high enough chance to stun. to really be worth it. Yeah, I don't know. We got how many more attacks left? We got one more attack. Let's try something else then. Let's swap you back. Come on. Swap you back to your really offensive setup. And let's throw Hercules in here. Instead of having that one, let's give him the Void Ore. Let's see how this works out, because maybe it works out more where you don't even want it on the slot 1, but someone who can live long enough to then fight later on in the battle. That way we keep our ally aura, the rainbow aura. I'm going to put him in the front row, though, and see how this works out. Very similar teams overall, although that Lee's not a great pickup there. Ooh, everybody's almost dead. Jeez. All right, well, Hercules should start getting hit quite a bit, I think, here. Oh, man, he just died from poison. I mean, my first impressions is going to be a really, really hard ore to get to work properly. It's really going to depend on what heroes you have. Right out the gate, an 8% chance to stun the attacker for 1 round. It's such a low chance to stun. I'm not sure if it's really, really worth it. I do feel like in a lot of game modes, though, there's going to be potential for this to actually carry your team to victory here. And I'm trying to think just for campaign what we could do here. I mean, honestly, we could run, or we actually could run a Hercules with it in the campaign mission here too, and see if maybe he's tanky enough to take some hits to get some CC out. I mean, no stun there. No stuns at all so far. I don't think they have like a chance to not be stunned or something, so it's gonna have to be on a hero that is extremely tanky. Maybe a Matthew could take it. Yeah, this is just a really hard wave. This is one I was already stuck on in the first place, so it might not be the best place to do all of our testing on, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it's obviously worth it to get it, just get all the ores, but I don't know if it's worth investing in it right away. Yeah, I mean, even in campaign, like, we're not getting a single CC off with any of this. And plus, there's just so many dots. Yeah, I mean, we're not getting a single stun off with only 8%. Maybe if you upgrade it to level 15, then it will start popping off, because, I mean, 12%, an extra 4% is a big amount. That's a 50% increase on this ore right here. So the Void counter ore, is it worth it? We'll see. It definitely feels like a really good PvP one, mainly because you got speed and HP, 2 things you definitely want on most heroes when it comes to PvP battles. But until we're like in the end game where you have like a full 5 hero lineup, all upgraded max, all geared out max, you're getting the max Void counter ores, I think that's when it's going to really start popping off and be really good. But hey, grab it anyway. Make sure you have it. Level it up as much as you can. Let me know what you guys think and test it out yourself. Hopefully it's a good one. I feel like it has a lot of potential, but I do feel like the chance to stun is a little low. I think it should be tweaked up to maybe like 10, 12, 15% instead of 8, 10, 12, but that's just me. A little higher chance to stun. I think it would be good because there's not many heroes in game that can last an entire fight, like just be that unmovable object that you kind of want with this ore. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.